We mentioned how these two teams have been able to score goals in the Sudamericana. Defensively, watertight. In the group stages, Sao Paulo allowed 3 goals. Ceará allowed 1. Part of that is the group that Ceará was in. Well, both of them were in groups that they were supposed to win, and they did end up winning comfortably. Sao Paulo did drop a couple points in a tie with Everton of Chile. Ceará, 6 wins out of 6. In the round of 16, Sao Paulo did allow 3 goals to Católica, whereas Ceará cruised by the strongest, allowing 1 goal in the 5-1 aggregate triumph. Plenty of space here. Sao Paulo, can they kick it into a higher gear? It's been a real labor thus far. Haven't really had a quality chance on the goal to João Ricardo. Another Ceará player is down. The crowd here at the Morumbi is reacting to that. Cut inside, Messias. A real nuisance all over Caleri. That will run. And Luciano really frustrated. The number 11, he's getting no service. And he is been scoring at a tremendous clip. 7 goals in the Brasileiro, 4 goals in the Copa Sud. Vina, who's been down before, is down again. May require some attention. Sao Paulo has 63% of the play. There's been 1 shot on target for Sao Paulo. Of course, that post shot doesn't classify. There's Igor Gomez, pardon me, trying to just get that through for Igor Vinicius. Showing some invention, but that was a very tough play to make. Could argue Vina is the most important player for Ceará this evening. He can get you some goals. He can lock things down in the midfield. He's an active body. These Sao Paulo fans we're going to get back to the heights. This is a club that gets so many great memories running. Certainly see Rogério Ceni in the park. 3-time Copa Libertadores champion, 92, 93, 2005. Their most recent international triumph was in the Copa Sud in 2012. They want to win Libertadores, but if they can win a Sudamericana, that's a sign that they have turned the corner. Igor Gomez. Wellington. No problem for Messias. Leo. Started at Fluminense. Neves. Miranda. Luciano coming a little deeper to percolate things. Miranda, who 4 seasons with Atletico Madrid, also then at Inter, where he was one of the most important defenders for both those teams. Now at 37. I mean, they don't ask a lot of him physically, but positionally he is fantastic. Neves calls his own number. That's not really his game. In fact, doesn't have a goal. The Uruguayan has a short contract here. Previously with Nacional, could play his former club if Nacional are able to turn the score around against Goianense in the second leg. Such a fascinating situation with Luis Suarez at Nacional if Nacional move on to face one of these two teams. Igor Vinicius, short hop. Luis Otavio. Nino Paraíba. Remember, there was the chatter that he would go to River Plate, Luis Suarez, and when River Plate were knocked out of the Libertadores, more work here. Messias. That he wouldn't get enough competitive games ahead of the World Cup for Luis Suarez. He needed games. So he goes to Nacional. And I would imagine he's banking on them making a run to keep himself active so he can play important games. As we see the Nino Paraiba chance. And it almost bounced back off the keeper. Very fortunate. That could have bounced in any direction, including back off the back of the head of Felipe Alves. And this half is moving right along, and still no incident. All the way back, Felipe Alves. By the way, Felipe Alves, a very eccentric goalkeeper. He may have had a few explanations about the levity of the situation, but he was one of those guys who plays it out of the back. Some fancy footwork. Perhaps wanted to be a libero in the day. Something that Sao Paulo's going to want to do a lot better in the second half is get more ball into Luciano. Finally got involved there. That's Caleri parted. And furthers the point as you see the heavy water that was put onto the Morumbi surface prior to the kick. You go to Vinicius. Ooh, well-timed introduction by Diego Costa into the top netting. Off of Igor Gomez. Luis Otavio was the man who propelled it up ahead. It almost paid off. It just needed a little bit more of a bend. Miranda, look at him like a doorstop, wedge himself in front of Ludi Castillo. Lovely turn. Pure class, Miranda. Throw in Sao Paulo.